wondering why my camera is pointing at my bed, I'm basically gonna go into further detail of my comic collection. Now, I showed you it before, but it's been updated a little bit recently. Not by much, though. So, without further ado, let's get into the first thing on my shelf, if it'll pull itself out. Here we go. Sorry, it's kind of a tight squeeze for my books. So the first book that I pull off my shelf is 300 by Frank Miller. And whoever this person is, I cannot pronounce that person's name. Damn it! But anyways, this is one of my first graphic novels I ever bought. Let me just say this, the artwork for this book is just beautiful. I mean, it's like looking at a piece of a museum. And the movie itself, the movie is basically panel by panel of this book. And it's just really gorgeous to look at this. So, if you like the movie 300, and if you have not read this, I still recommend reading this, because why not? It's awesome. Okay, so 300. I do not have Xerxes, unfortunately, aka 300 Rise of an Empire, whatever they call it. Now, to get into my Batman stuff, also from Frank Miller, is Batman Year One. Let me just... No personal story behind this. This is just something that was on my want list. But, yeah. I do like this better than the animated movie, unfortunately. Wait, how is that unfortunate? The book is better than the movie. Also from Batman, I think these are in the same storylines. We have Batman The Long Halloween. This is one of my personal favorite Batman stories. I basically read this in a day. I liked it so much. If you read one of my reviews for, whatever, I basically described the book as being so damn good I couldn't put it down. And this, I recently just got from a vacation in Chicago. This is something I've been dying to get, but I've been neglecting getting it. Batman the Killing Joke by Alan Moore. And yes, this is basically a Joker origin story. I do prefer an origin story for Joker. If you don't like that, shoot me. But oh well. And lastly, I still have some other Batman books, but not as much in my collection as I should. We have, once again, by Frank Miller, Batman The Dark Knight Returns. You should all know what this is by now. I do not have the sequel to this. Now, to get into some single issues or whatever, I'm not gonna pull. I'm basically gonna show these off one by one. Batman Eternal number 1, number 2, 3. Oh wait, these are out of order. Batgirl number 1, Batman Eternal number 4, and this I got when I was in Chicago. It is Batman Detective Comics number 27. Since it is 75 years of Batman, they just did this. I absolutely love what they did here. They included the original first storyline inside this. Don't know why there's a Star Wars ad in here. But this is just really, really awesome. So technically, I do own Detective Comics number 27. But personally, I would still love to own that one. Maybe in the future. Who knows? So yeah, there's some Batman single issues. Let me just put these back in order. I should really put these in some... I should really put those in those basically plastic holders or whatever. So yeah, there's some Batman single issues, and another by DC. We have Watchmen, my favorite graphic novel of all time, and also my favorite superhero movie of all time. Yes, indeed. I absolutely love this book. I read this before I actually watched the movie. I wasn't old enough to see the movie in theaters, unfortunately. But just as the movie, the book is incredible. This is really good stuff. This took me at least a day to read, because I was a bit younger then. And not to mention, it was pretty disturbing, you know, some of the stuff in here. And it transitioned well into the movie, so there's that. Up next, we have from IDW, Judge Dredd Volume 1. I recently got into Judge Dredd thanks to the reboot with Carl Urban in it. Let me just say, I do love that movie. I don't like the Sylvester Stallone one. And as for this is really... These are really good storylines for Judge Dredd. If you're into the character, I do recommend picking these up. I will get the other stuff later. And also from Judge Dredd, we have this, The Complete Case Files Volume 1. If you're wondering what that is, that's a bookmark. Yeah, that's pathetic where it is. But still, early Judge Dredd stuff. Damn it, my books are falling back. Well, then again, I gotta move these to a different shelf anyways. So, yeah. These are really fun, by the way. Okay, now let's get into some IDW stuff. Yes, indeed, more IDWs. I'm just gonna pull these out in one big thing. First off, we have IDW's Godzilla Volume 1. This is just the title, it's Godzilla. And I also got Volume 2 of Godzilla. Nobody kill me, I really did not like these series that much. I mean, they're okay, but they're not typically the best things I've ever read. But still, I like them. Now let me just put them over here with the IDW stuff. Next, we have considered to be the best Godzilla graphic novel ever written, Godzilla: The Half-Century War. It's basically done in more of a cartoonish style art, but I really like this. The storyline of this is just awesome. This technically is the best Godzilla comic ever written. Well, what by other people say. But it is a really fascinating take on the character. And also, the current series, I still have to get Volume 3, along with, is Godzilla: Rulers of Earth. Artwork done by my good friend, Matt Frank. Yes, I can confirm that. You don't believe me? Screw you. No, really. But yeah, this is really these two are really fun books. I read them I can't speak, in at least 30 minutes. And not to mention, these books got me into Jet Jaguar, just like you, Bill. If you're wondering who Bill is, Zazubar. Wink, wink. Wait, those are out of order. So yeah, there's my IDW Godzilla stuff. And we do have another Godzilla book. If I can find way to keep this damn this crap up. Hold on a second. I know I'm doing this amateurishly. If that's even a word. The shiz is heavy. You never would have thought. People may not think paper is this heavy, but it really is. Whew, I hate that. Anyways, the next Godzilla novel I have is the prequel to 2014's Godzilla, Godzilla Awakening, and it is the hardcover. Now, the story itself, it's really confusing. I mean, there is some cool stuff in it. For example, there's the movie poster at the back of the book. There it is, gorgeous. And there's some also weird stuff in here. The artwork's kind of lackey and bleh. Just why? Now, if I could just pull up this one book, and it is really confusing at points. Because there is a point where it's 250 million years ago or whatever, and there's sailboats. No, that's not it. If you don't believe me, I'll pull it up. See, right there. Right there. 250 million years ago, and there's sailboats. What the hell? That is just... yeah. But anyways, this is just okay. So, Godzilla Awakening. Next, we come into some single issues from IDW's Godzilla. And we get into some Dark Horse stuff. I don't have any of Dark Horse's Godzilla stuff. And again, these are all random comics. We got issue 1 of a Star Wars series that I started reading. I still have to pick up the other issues because I ain't gonna lie, I do like this series. Next, Godzilla Half-Century War, issue 1. I got that at K.UP.S. Godzilla number 12, number 11s. I got these for Christmas as gifts, so thank you, Grandma. Godzilla Rulers of Earth, 6, 4, and number 1. This is the only one that has a container on it. Oh, what are these? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have the complete set of Dark Horse Comics, Gamera, the Guardian of the Universe run. Let me just say, these were awesome. I wish they would have... they maybe did put them in a volume, but I don't know. These were really, really good books. And I only got them at my comic shop, Rainbow, for $13, so that's relatively cheap. For what it is. I mean, I got whatever for, let's see. How much did I get Batman Year 1 for? Oh, I got that for $15, so pretty cheap for a graphic novel. Next, we have the only Deadpool book I have. Don't be mad at me, Wade. We have Deadpool, Wade Wilson's War. This is basically one of the Deadpool origin stories. It's nuts. It's funny as hell. It's awesome. Words used to describe Deadpool? Who cares? That's Deadpool. Next, I got these two in Kansas City. If you remember me talking about it briefly, I went to Kansas City for Skills USA. Not one of the funnest experiences, but because the competition was a bitch. But anyways, I got these two here. I got Avengers, Marvel Masterworks Volumes 1 and 2. Basically some of the first Avengers stuff. There's issue 1 of Avengers. They do include these in here. So basically, if you are a diehard comic fan and you can't get the single issues because they're like friggin' expensive, well, there's your alternative. And and it's not just Avengers they did this for. They also did this for The Amazing Spider-Man. And let me show you. Right there is Amazing Fantasy number 15. Now this I did see at a comic store like in Minnesota. I will go back up there to get it. I will not lie. I will literally drive 3 hours just to get a fucking comic. So there's that. And another Marvel character that technically has Masterworks stuff. This is a different volume run of Marvel Masterworks. If you guys know me, I am a gigantic Daredevil fan when it comes to Marvel. And so, coincidentally, I had to get Marvel Masterworks Daredevil. This is basically a Marvel Masterworks series. It's not anything specific, it's just everything. And it's volume 17 in a series. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you suspected, let me just pull it up here. Damn it, come here. There is Daredevil number 1. So there's that. And next, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go quick on this, my camera might die any minute. We have volumes 1 to 6 of the recent Daredevil series. This is following the Bendis run, I think. I gotta get those, because I did read those as a younger kid. There's volume 1, 2, 3, well there's 4. Here's 4, here's 5, and here's 6. I read these all in a week and I like them so much. Bad news, they're hardcovers, which means they're heavy as fuck. Now, in terms of single issue comics, I really do not want to pull these out, but I might pull them out in a bit. Depends on what I'm thinking about. Anyways, more Daredevil stuff. Yes, I know. Just hold on a second. Damn. Okay, there we go. Next first we got a Marvel DC crossover. We got Batman and Daredevil, or in this case Daredevil and Batman. Not much to say. For a crossover, I really did not like this actually. There's that. We also got Daredevil versus Bullseye, possibly one of the best villains ever. Basically, it's the entire story arc of where Daredevil and Bullseye basically had that feud. And then we come to one of my favorite Daredevil stories, Daredevil Low Life, Volume 6 in the Bendis run. I don't have anything else from the Bendis run, but I will. Love the art in this book. It's just so gritty. Feels Chris Nolan. And next we got 2 Frank Miller stuffs. We got Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. I also picked this up in Kansas City. And this I got in Chicago. I got Daredevil Born Again. Not to mention I love how these two are identical, especially in the bindings. So there's those. Yep. And next, let me just pull these out. God damn it. Let me just find where it starts. If I can. Holy shit, where are they? Yes. Come on. Come on. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull these out. Hold on a second. If you could see me, hi. Hey. Come on. Come on. Oh shit, that shit's going to fall off. Hi. I'm going to... Please don't ruin any of my books. God damn it. Sorry about that. Let's see, what was blocking your view? Oh, this stuff. Don't worry, these aren't that old of comics. They're not going to be ruined. Anyways, most of the Daredevil stuff in this is from the 80s. Here's 162, 163, 164. I got this in an action figure, which is right there. So there's that. Oh, and look at this! I have Daredevil 168, Elektra's first appearance. And I have 170, Kingpin's first appearance. What the hell is this? I also got 171, where the matchup continues, and oh, looky here! I got this! One of my favorite this is technically my favorite single issue of all time, but eh. And look how much it costed me. Thanks a lot, Rainbow. Well, then again, it's got Frank Miller's signature in it, so yay. Another double-sized issue, 190 and 191. This is out of place. And 252. I got this out of randomness. Well, it was the only comic book I found in that store, so it's mine. And then I've got Daredevil vs. Punisher, Means and Ends. I got all 6 issues of it. There was one, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. Oh, and judging by my knowledge, the only issue of Daredevil 2099 that was ever printed. That's sad, because I did like this. And now here's the stuff I grew up with. These are actually old comics. I've had these for a long time. I'm not going to pull these out individually. I'll just flip through them as much as I can without having to fuck this up. That's as best as I'll do. So yeah, Daredevil. A lot of it. Now if you're wondering why I like Daredevil more than Spider-Man, it's just I think he's cooler. Not to mention he's a blind superhero. How can you not think that's awesome? Now, what else am I going to pull out here? Yeah, you see that. Hold on a second. Ah, this shiz is killing me. Ah! Good news! They're not ruined! They're not ruined! How wonderful, and that most of this stuff was my dad's. And yes, my dad let me have his comics. So fuck you. Yeah! Next, ladies and gentlemen, do we have any Ghost Rider fans? Yes, we do. Apparently. I'm not gonna pull these out individually again, but here's my entire stack of Ghost Rider comics. There's some cool stuff in here. This is basically a reboot. This is basically just a reprint of the first Ghost Rider appearance. Cool stuff, especially for that time period. Here's some of the more modern stuff we got in here. We even got some Ghost Rider 2099. Remember, these are all just random issues that we have. So there's that. Next, we got Spawn comics. And yes, we do have Spawn comics, but it's under this stuff, and it's starting to fall. I got that for Free Comic Book Day, as it suggests. And here's some more. Let me just try and get these over here. Now, as they go back a ways, I'm going to pull up something awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I do have Spawn #1. Yes, I do. As you can see here, I got the first 10 issues of Spawn at a garage sale that was happening down my street from a house I used to live in Louisiana. If you didn't figure I was from there by now, shame on you. But yeah. So here's this stuff, which is this is basically more the modern Spawn stuff. And it goes farther back, which is some of the early 90s. And that's pretty much it right there. Issue 1, I do want to have Todd McFarlane sign, because this will be worth a lot in at least 100 years. Or even more. You know what, before that, I'm going to probably sell it before that. Or maybe not. I might frame this. So anyways, yeah, that's my entire comic collection that I pulled out of this. I hope you enjoyed this little video, because I did enjoy making it. And my camera is really hot right now. Then again, it's been recording for a long time. And of course, my comic shelf is empty, because I'm pretty much going to move it down here. I did have these 2 dinosaurs up here. The rubber dinosaurs. Excuse me. And I do read other stuff besides. For example, here's some World War II books. Clive Cussler, Pacific Rim novelization. Let's see, one of my school's yearbooks, dinosaurs, stuff like that. But this video was a focus on all of this, and if you would like to see this in greater detail, I might do that some other day. But for now, this is Master Video Studios, and I said studios. There. This is Master Video Studios, and I will see you later. But from then on, comics rule.